the bumper on this 2012 Chevy Tahoe. Just a couple of things. We're going to take the hood, release it, a couple of screws on the left and the right side, as well as a couple of bolts underneath. So first off, it's going to be opening up that hood, so we'll get to some bolts on the top. As you can see here, we've got 6 10mm bolts across the top front. Now we're going to work on the side, so starting over on the passenger side, you can see some of them are already disconnected. So you've got a 7mm screw up at the top, and then you've got another 7mm down at the bottom, and just 2 plastic push pins. You have one more to disconnect here on the bottom. You can turn the wheel to the inside to give you better access if needed. A little bit further in. I've got easy access, so I'm just going to go ahead and take off the fog light connector. So push on the top for this one to release that slip, and undo the fog light. I'll go to the other side. So we've got our 7mm at the top, one at the bottom, and one on the inside, and we also have our plastic trim pieces. And then I'm just going to reach in and disconnect that other fog light. Now I have a couple of bolts underneath. There's 2 10mm on each side behind the film lips. And again on the other side. And that should give us release. Now over on the driver's side, over here, we've got the piece right here. It's just a little clip that puncture in, hold it. Just work it off. I've got the full bumper assembly off. So that's styrofoam from the bracket. So since we're going to be replacing this bumper with a new one, we need to convert all of the other accessories from this bumper onto the other one. So we're going to go ahead and start taking all the accessories off the piece. Reels a couple more. There we go. We're going to take all of our grill inserts out and all our foam pieces too. So a couple of plastic tabs along the way. A couple of nuts over the Chevy emblem. So there's a little slot right in the side. So that was pressed into this hole in the side, so I need to pull that out to get this off. Clips just in the back here. There we go. So on the back side, there's a few of these little tabs. Flat screwdriver. Let's see what's holding it up from the back side. We're also going to get our fog lights out. Usually you can put a socket on the top of them. So this is a 10mm. Just goes over the end of it to push those clips down. We've got our fog light. It looks like one of them broke off. Looks like these are just rivets. Drill that out. Yeah, that was an odd piece. Some kind of rivet. Looks like this top cover needs to come off first. More here. Lots of tabs. Last one right here. There we go. Front cover. Now that gives us access to a couple more plastic screws into the foam. Release our foam piece. Some more bolts in the front. Sides. And looks like we've got all of our pieces off. We need to take these brackets off and transfer these to the new bumper. Making sure that tab's underneath. On the bottom edge. Get our foam back in. Cover. All the tabs into place. Clicks are good sounds. Ended up pretty good trying to get it off. So that clips on that side, and the same thing. This clip over on this side. I want to make sure that little tab in the center is pushed in to keep it from backing off. But you know what? We're just going to leave it off right now. I'm going to end up epoxying that connector back onto the light. So we'll attach that later. We can do the other side. Making sure all my tabs are locked. So you'll see there's a couple indexing tabs right in the front that go into the radiator support. So because the bumper was shipped folded up, there's a little bit of creasing here still, a little bit of creasing here. So I'm going to get the heat gun, try and soften these up. So I can just get a couple of these indexed. Just to get a little second hand to help hold it. You can see there's definitely a lot of downward pressure on this, so we're going to have to heat this up with the heat gun to soften it. And it plays much better now. Okay, let's do the same for the other side. We've got our side piece. Remember, this is just going to clip in right there. And then we've got our 7mm top. We got our push pins. And then we've got our bottom bracket pieces. Two 7mm up in the front. One underneath. Just a little locating pin. We can get that in afterwards. The locating pin goes in. Our 7mm. Can't forget to reconnect that fog light. So I'm just going to reach up in here and find that plug. Reconnect that fog light. On the inside, one more 7mm. We're going to put back the lower mounting bolts underneath. Number one on each side, just behind the toe. Go ahead and get the sub-frame parts back in. So we're going to have a 7mm up through the bottom of this, into the frame, and then one here, one here. This back corner needs to be around the back side, so we definitely have some other issues we still need to attend to. That may have done it. These were big rivets, so I'll have to use something else, probably larger screws to thread into that. Otherwise this plate frame up. But you can see there's still some more tweaking and fixing we need to do over on that corner. But other than that, it fits pretty good. Looks like the colors match pretty well. Let's see, that's the win. So 2007 to 2014, I believe, is the year range for the Tahoe and the Avalanche. I'm not sure if the same style came on the Suburban or not, but certainly the Tahoe Z71 package. So last thing I'll do is I need to get some new screws to hold that on, and then we're done. Thanks for watching.